Coach, if you would talk about what it means for this program, for these young men to win tonight.
It means everything to them. These guys have worked so hard for 4 years. Seniors have been through some really bad times and been through some good times, and this is really kind of puts into focus their goals that they set last year that they missed out on, and then reset the goals at the beginning of this year, and missed out on district championship, but finished strong, 9-1, and getting in the playoffs and getting a big playoff win against a really good Central Sallisaw team. It just shows the guts and effort that these guys put out every day. When I got here 4 years ago, Jake Phillips and Cody Ballard and John Rohde and Jake Rohde, Blake Quickle, those guys were all freshmen, and Jake Phillips and Cody Ballard have started for us for 4 years. They've been there on the 2-18. They were there starting whenever we were 7-3 and got in the playoffs and got beat first round by Snyder. And they were there last year starting, when we went 6-4 and just lost out on the playoffs to Hilton right at the end of the game. And for this to happen for those guys is really big. I'm proud of those guys for the leadership that they've shown for 4 years. It's a big thing for us to have guys that's been out here that long and stick it out and not give up and not quit when they had every opportunity to do so in the past, to just say, you know what, we're never going to win, and let it go. And they didn't, and they put out the work and the effort and got these other guys to believe and led the team. And Cody Ballard was this district Defensive Player of the Year, and Jake Phillips was the Offensive Player of the Year. So, we've had guys getting, noticed for it. Our seniors, Blake Quickle was a District Defensive Lineman of the Year. Austin Stevens was the All-District Offensive Lineman. We had Alex Gonzalez was DB of the Year for this district. So those guys really are important to this program, and to show those younger guys what they need to do, how to step up and keep this program moving forward.
Sure. Now, Coach, you've mentioned these seniors and what a role they've been for the program. If you would talk about how you're going to try to draw more out of your seniors going into this next round. How will you lean on them? How will you try to challenge them to step up? And what role do you foresee them playing going on the road next week? Well,
and it's going to be a big challenge to go on the road and play number one. Woodland's a really good football team. They've been there, they know what it takes to win, and our seniors are going to have to carry the load. Quentin Stewart had a really good game tonight, but whenever the game got iffy there for a little while, we give the ball to Jake Phillips. That's what we do. Quentin's a really good football player as a sophomore, but whenever it's crunch time, Jake Phillips is our running back that we're going to hand the ball to, because he's not going to turn it over. He's going to gain yards, and we really trust him with the football. And running behind Cody Ballard and Blake Quickle and Austin Stevens over there on that strong side, and that's what we're going to have to do next week. It's a really good opponent in Woodland, and hopefully next week John Rohde will be back. He kind of got hurt in the first half, and that's a really big blow for us, because he's a really good defensive player for us, plays a will linebacker, and we're going to need him next week, back with us to get where we need to go.